Inspiration for your life. And I'll start off by saying that this year has been the hardest year of my life. I lost my father, I went crazy and I got depressed, and that's how this life goes, guys. You see online, you watch people online and you think everything is just all sunshine and rainbows for them, and it's not the case. It's not the case at all. So what do you do? Things are going wrong in your life. What do you do if you're depressed? What do you do if you're down? And the answer is the same for all of us. You move on, puppy. Gotta move on, because time doesn't stay still. Time moves forward, guys. Time moves forward. And we gotta use that time to improve. We gotta use that time to make ourselves better, to make ourselves stronger, and to overcome the challenges we're facing. And I know when you're down, it feels like the last thing you want to do is take action. It feels like the last thing you want to do sometimes is even just get out of bed. But you got to move forward, guys. You got to move forward. And what happens when you start moving forward, gaining momentum, getting in better shape, improving your life, you gain momentum. When you gain momentum, you gain inspiration. And that's what it's about. Learning from these hard experiences. And that's why fitness is such an important thing to have in our lives. Because when you train, you get that sense of inspiration. You get that sense of self-respect. Especially when you don't feel like it. A lot of people on the internet, they're negative. You're trying to post motivational videos like this, go to the gym, doing positive things. And a lot of people rock up and they just have shit to say to you. And if you posted content online, you'll know what I'm talking about. I just want to tell you, like, those people that try and bring you down, even it might be your friends or your family, people that try to bring you down, they're just upset because you're doing something they want to do. And then you get other people that are positive, that they see you doing something good and they support you. And those people on the right track. Most people in our world riddled with bad habits, riddled with addictions, riddled with regret. And those people are toxic, guys. You need to get yourself around positive people. Get yourself in the gym, guys. Get yourself doing personal reviews and asking yourself, where can I improve? Where can I do better? And start doing better and get on this journey, guys. This is the best journey in the world. The journey of self-realization and the journey of self-respect. That builds self-respect, guys. Come into the gym, pushing out of your comfort zone, maybe shooting some videos, maybe that's starting a business, maybe that's going out there and approaching some females. That's how I started this whole journey as a dating coach. Most of you guys probably know me for that. But as I was saying in the beginning of this live, this year has been fucked up for me. Been a terrible year. I reached some depression that I never knew existed. And either you can wallow in being upset, or you can start working on the solution. And that's the only solution there is the solution in your own mind. And solution when you tell yourself, you know what? That's who I want to be. And I go out and I do that. And then when you get on that journey, guys, nothing feels better in the world, You stop caring what people think so much. and the negativity, and you focus on the positivity. Ooh, got a new tattoo on my back. Check it out. You guys, what do you think? Pretty badass. Woo. But that's what I want to do with these videos. If you're not subscribed to my channel, subscribe, and you'll see motivational videos. I'm shooting new videos now every day, and yeah, I mean, I lost interest in life completely when my dad died earlier this year, and my life has been awesome. I've been working as a dating coach, traveling the world, teaching guys pickup, but even with that, I lost interest, you know. I lost interest in life. I was working as a dating coach, traveling around, picking up girls all the time, making a lot of money, but it wasn't fulfilling me, because my real purpose is to be a motivational speaker, and that's what I want to give with you guys today. And I'm going to be vulnerable with you, you know, and I don't care if people use what I say against me, the fact that I've been addicted to drugs in my life and all that. I don't care. I want to be real with you guys, you know. I want to try and support people that might be going through a hard time and give them hope and bring light to this world. You know, as a dating coach, it was very much just about sex and using women, and that's not right, you know. I mean, as long as the women know what they're getting into, you know, but that whole industry, pickup industry, can be very toxic. So I prefer to focus on the self-development and the habits and the motivation industry, bro. Or if there's a girl watching, you know, that's how you change your life, is with your habits. And your conscience knows what to do. But it's just about getting that momentum and being willing to do what you can today. Because sometimes we look at our lives and they're such a mess, especially my life in the past is such a huge mess. I didn't even know where to start. But you know what, guys? You have to have the willingness to just start today and trust the process, because as you go on this journey, you train, you start meditating, you start taking your habits more serious, stop doing the bad things that are holding you back. You gain inspiration, divine inspiration. You gain a sense of faith. You gain a sense of motivation, a sense of discipline. And then you'll be even more committed to the process. You know, did you ever see super successful people? They just seem to have this laser-like focus, and they just never miss their habits. And that's because they've seen the effect of it. And it's powerful, guys. It's powerful. It's powerful. There's no better feeling in the world than actually gaining momentum, gaining progress on what's really important to you. And there's no worse feeling in the world than waking up on a Sunday morning after getting all fucked up and wasted with a bunch of people you don't even know and compromising your goals. You know, this is about following the conscience and stopping those things that hurt us. And those things that hurt us, drugs, alcohol, junk food, and pornography, watching too many videos, wasting time. We don't have time to waste, guys. You know, look at all these people like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, different people that they have the same 24 hours as you. They didn't start with all that money. All the people that you look up to, you can be even greater than them if you really commit yourself. My biggest challenge, to be honest with you, has been drugs. And when I took drugs, I couldn't function. I went insane. Couldn't do anything. Smoking weed, you know, people think weed is fun. Weed is not fun. Alcohol is not fun. It reduces our entire ability to function. But you're living in a society where they're pushing that on us. We're living in that society where they're pushing all these bad habits on us. Why? Why are they doing that? Because then it's easy to control people. You see? Do you want to be controlled by other people? You want to be controlled by some fucking plant, substance? I don't want to. I want to be controlled by my conscience, by a higher voice inside me that wants the best for me, by the truth. And ask yourself that question, guys. What's your truth? What are your goals? What do you want to achieve in the next year? And yes, that process of achieving that takes sweat. It takes discomfort, it takes focus, it takes sacrifice, but that process, eventually you learn to love it. You know, this workout I'm doing, you see how I'm sweating here, but I'm enjoying this because I'm doing this for me, doing this for my future self, I'm doing this for my purpose. And that's a feeling, not when I'm Nile, river of denial, and I'm fucking around. Eventually, it catches up with you, the consequences of our actions, you know. Wake up and be a 40-year-old man or a 30-year-old man out of shape, on drugs, with no one that wants to be their friend, no girlfriend, no money. That's the reality of this, and that's the reality of how a lot of people are living. Let me ask you a question, guys. Are you going to let that be you? Or are you going to do something today and take that first step or that second step, commit to those habits? And that's the thing, like, what I experienced is that I let myself down so many times, so many. And the worst thing about letting ourselves down is there's no recourse. Who do you go to? Let myself down. You can go to yourself, and that causes insecurity. So every time you make a commitment and you don't follow through on it, understand that you're destroying your confidence, your self-confidence, your soul, your spirit. And when you commit to your goals and you start following through, your spirit comes alive again. You gain a connection to a higher power. I'm a true believer that our conscience is a direct link to God. And when you live in alignment with your conscience, you stop doing things that you know are bad for you, and you start doing more things that are in alignment with your purpose. You gain a sense of peace of mind that is invaluable. And a lot of you guys out there, you think that, yeah, when I get the money, I'll be happier. When I get the girl, I'll be happier. I'm not saying those things aren't important, they are, but you just have to look at a person like Kurt Cobain, rest in peace, superstar, rich, he had everything, killed himself, ended his own life. And why is that? Because of fucking drugs. And I've been there too, you know. I was in Rio de Janeiro working as a dating coach, and I was relapsing on coke. Let me just get this done, bro. I was relapsing on coke, and I had a beautiful girlfriend, I had money, and I had everything, but I stayed in my room just using the drugs, and I was so depressed. I was contemplating suicide. And that's another thing I'm going to speak about on my channel a lot, is getting sober, getting off drugs, getting off alcohol, and entering the real world. You know, for anyone out there, especially young people watching this, don't pick up the drugs. And there's one thing that you won't hear at all the speeches at your schools, and that when they tell you about the dangers of drugs, they won't tell you that drugs feel good. But drugs feel great. That's why so many people take them, and that's why they get addicted. But, and this is the big but, you get addicted to drugs and you can't stop. You start making commitments to yourself over and over again. I'm done with the drugs. I quit the drugs. And then fall down, fall down, fall down. And it destroys people. So that's something I'm going to keep talking about in my content. That process of getting off drugs, if you're on them, you know. And that's the thing, you know, drugs weaken a person's character. They lower motivation, they lower that drive to improve your life and that discipline. And you'll see in all the music and all that, all these people that promote drugs, they get paid for doing that. And I promise you guys, at the party, the people might be your friends and everyone seems so fucking hyped up and so friendly on the substances, but as soon as that day is done and as soon as that sun rises, you'll be alone. And if you take them long enough, you'll have no money. Your brain chemicals will be fucked and you will have lost all motivation and all confidence. And I know this because I've been there. And that's why one of the reasons I'm so determined and passionate about self-development is because I know what it's like to be upset, to be depressed, to be lost. And this is the solution right here, guys. With that sweat, daily workouts, every day. Taking control of your life, guys. Building up that person that you're proud of. Building up yourself to a life that you have stability. You know, I'm lucky that I was able to quit all that shit before I was completely destroyed. And staying off that stuff is a process. You know, I have to live a lifestyle that brings me peace of mind, that brings me confidence that I'm proud of. Otherwise, I'll go back to that, you know. The problem with drug addicts, it's not quitting drugs. You know, it's actually staying off the drugs. And that's what we're doing here with these workouts, with these videos. And I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate all your comments. I appreciate the subscribers. And if any of you guys want free self-development resources, a habit tracker that I use every night to track my habits, just add me on Instagram, USOE1818, like these letters on my back. You can see it over there, USOE. That stands for Upward Spiral of Excellence. Live an excellent life, you know. And the only way to do that, guys, is by having good habits. First, we create our habits, and then our habits create us. Why do you think it is that females are attracted to fit guys? And females like it if a guy's in good shape. Why is that? Because it shows that he has discipline. It shows that he has self-respect. It shows that he does the hard thing. And that's what I want. I want to be that guy that I see in my imagination. That guy that I know I could be. That's what I want to be. And if I look at it clearly, there's also a person I don't want to be. I don't want to be out of shape, unconfident, broke motherfucker. Don't want to be that. And you know, on this journey, guys, especially if you're just starting out, you'll be very unsure of yourself. You'll be very insecure. But trust the process. It will be very hard in the beginning. Trust the process. And then you'll start to actually love taking action toward your purpose. It'll become your biggest pleasure in life. You know, like me coming here and sweating like a pig. This is my privilege. Because there was a time in my life I used to wake up on a Sunday morning, hungover, depressed, coming down from substances that shouldn't have been in my body. And today, I can wake up sober. I can connect to that side of myself that sees a vision in his mind, you know, in December time. I'm going to be at the beach in South Africa in amazing shape, and I'm going to feel amazing. And I'm still going to be sober. And I'll have more money in my pocket. I'll have more confidence. And that's what I'm working toward. And I'm working toward a life of that. What are you working toward in your life right now? What inspires you? What inspires you to go into the unknown, to face your fears? Ask yourself that question, guys. See it in your mind. And as you go on this journey, I promise you, you're going to gain so much inspiration and motivation. And the things that you found hard today, you'll find them easier in the future. Like the exercise. You might really struggle to find motivation to exercise now. But give it a week of everyday training, 7 days a week, and you'll start to love it. You see, we use a habit tracker in my coaching program. And every night, the people on the program, including me, we send a picture to the group of our tracker and we fill it out. And when you track your habits and you pull them out every night and you look at your tracker and you see, damn, I've gone to gym every day for a month. You feel proud of yourself. And that's what you want to start being motivated by, your actions, how you conduct yourself. It's all good and well wanting the goal, and it's good to focus on that. But when you actually just look at your behavior and you realize this behavior I'm taking, not even the goal attached to it, but the behavior itself makes me proud. You know, how do you feel? Let me know in the comments, how do you feel if you spend the day in self-destructive habits? Watching videos the whole day, not exercising, maybe using drugs or something. How do you feel at the end of that? Feel like shit. You know, how do you feel staying in the comfort zone and not doing things that are hard? Feel like shit. You know, today's wins are tomorrow's success. And our subconscious mind knows that. It knows. What am I doing today? Where is it taking me to? Is it taking me toward my ideal life? Is it making me healthier? Is it improving my mindset? Is it giving me knowledge? Is it improving my relationships? Or am I isolating myself? Am I getting out of shape? Am I losing my money? Am I losing opportunities? And we got to be honest with ourselves, guys. We got to be honest with ourselves. You know, this is a lifestyle. And it's a lifestyle that is very rare in this world. And don't let some fucking idiots discourage you, especially on the internet. Some idiots commenting nasty shit to you. Don't let that hold you back, especially if you're trying to build a personal brand, or if you feel like you want to share a positive message. Don't let the fear of what other people think stop you. You're always going to get people that are going to hate, and you're going to get people that just don't care, and you're going to get people that support you. You're going to get people that say, you know what, your message changed my life. Your message really helped me through a hard time. And I promise you, those people and supporters, the ones that you actually can help, they'll be all the motivation you need. And that's it, like the relationship with ourselves that we need to work on, you know, because a human being is a community unto themselves. Like you and me, we are a past, present, and future version of ourselves simultaneously. So if in the past I've been doing things that have been ruining my life, in the present I'm going to be more insecure, I'm going to be more unsure of myself. But if I do hard things in the present and I take more control over my life and my habits, then in the future I'm going to feel more confident, I'm going to feel more at peace. Because a human being, you're very smart. Human being is a very intelligent animal. And if you think that you can waste your time, you can use drugs and alcohol, you can watch porn. If you think you can do those things and your subconscious mind is not going to scream at you, then you're mistaken. Because if you do bad habits and you avoid good habits, you're going to get depression and you're going to get anxiety and fear and insecurity. And those emotions are there to push you to change. Because how would you ever change unless you felt those feelings? But what's happening to a lot of people, and it happened to me as well, is that I got the depression and all that, but instead of seeing it for what it was and changing my habits, I just engaged more in those habits that got me there in the first place, because they were self-soothing, like the drugs, alcohol, procrastination. And you know, eventually you grow up and you say to yourself, you know what, bro, I'm not willing to take myself as a joke anymore. I'm not willing to just be fucking myself over like that. And that's the message, guys, the message of maturity. And I really hope that some of you out there can really take this message on board, because a lot of people will never do that. They'll never get in good shape. They'll never get financial freedom. They'll never get that relationship they want and the friendships and the life, because they lack the maturity. This life is serious business, guys. Your life is serious business. And the consequences of wasting time and having bad habits are very high. You know, I'm almost 33 years old now. And I noticed that when I got to age 30, I saw a lot of people that I grew up with so far ahead of me, and I felt sick to my stomach. And a lot of people, they never get over that. And they enter a victim mindset. Oh, but you don't know my situation, making excuses. And those same people, one day they're going to have to face a person like, who's that UFC champion from Cameroon? He grew up in a poor country with nothing, and he became a superstar out of discipline and determination. And then people from the Western world, from America, from England, people that have an advantage, they try and act like victims. And don't let that be you, because it just looks pathetic. Grown-ass man making excuses as to why he's not where he wants to be. There's only one reason that you can be in a situation that you don't want to be in. And that's because of your own fucking fault. And the same goes for me. My life, I created it myself. And I take accountability for that. Do you take accountability for where you are right now? Do you? Because that's the journey I'm on. I'm not in good enough shape yet. I'm not happy with how I look. But that's on me. And am I going to do something about it? You bet your ass. My YouTube channel only has 1,000 subscribers. Whose fault's that? Oh, it's my fault. And it's through taking that accountability that I have a chance to change. Your dating life's not where you want to be. You don't have girls in your life. Whose fault's that? The girl's fault? Or is it your fault? Because when you can actually be a man and say, you know what, bro? I'm not happy with my life because I fucked it up. That's when you got a chance. But too many baby boys out there blaming society, blaming their parents, blaming all kinds of things, you know? And there's no place in the world for people that blame. Blame as much as you want. If you're not happy about your life, it's because you fucking did that to yourself. That's the other thing, you know, many of us, and me included, I really let myself down in my life, big time. But coming here to the gym, working out hard, sitting on my laptop doing work, Waking up early in the morning, eating healthy food, that's making amends to myself. That means I'm fixing the past. We got to move on, guys. We got to move on past the bullshit, past the excuses. And I know when you start a new habit out, it's difficult. When you stop a habit, it's difficult. But it gets easier. And it actually gets more enjoyable. Like this workout, I'm enjoying it with you guys. I have a huge puddle of sweat underneath me. But I can feel it. I feel that self-respect. I feel that optimism for the future. You know, many people are depressed, and the reason is because their life's not moving in the direction they want, you know. And then we distract ourselves with so many things that it becomes invisible to us that we the cause of our depression. We the cause of our anxiety. And the good news, guys, is that if we are the cause of these problems, we are the solution too. You know, spend 30 days with good habits. Spend 30 days tracking your habits, training every day. And you'll see life through a whole new perspective, a whole new outlook. And when you're depressed, it's hard to even believe that's possible. I know, it can feel like the end of the world. The question is, will you accept staying in the same position or moving backwards? Because I won't. I won't accept going back to the life I used to have. And that's the mindset we cultivate. We're going to push and we're going to let nothing stop us, guys. So I'm going to start shooting some videos, some content, some shorts. If you're not subscribed to the channel, appreciate if you subscribed. I want to motivate you guys, give you some tools, habits to make them better, self-development tools like habit trackers, journals and whatnot. So add me on Instagram, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below, and I'll get in touch with you. Hope you guys have a good day. Be willing to take some more action today. Be willing to push yourself a little bit more today. And I promise you guys, you have it inside you to do more than you ever dreamed possible and make a life that you really love. Peace.